All right, well, welcome everybody. Our live Thursday event. Earlier, I thought it was Friday, day ahead of myself. But welcome. Thanks for jumping on today. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Kim Geringer, and I'm over sales and marketing for Mia Bellas, and I work remotely from Florida. So, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So, this is going to be a pretty fast one, important stuff, but it won't take long to get through it. So, I know your time is valuable. So first, just a quick reminder, our final challenges for you to be recognized at Fling are June challenges. Hope you guys are doing well on these. So stars and sponsor, you sponsor 2 new distributors and or do the 50 candle challenge, and you've earned that challenge. And then for our leaders, and I know a lot of you are doing one or both, which is great. Ring the bell and celebrate weekly in your team group or on social. Spotlight anyone on track to earn 4 plus these challenges, and encourage team to post their wins in Bella Builders using that hashtag Ring the Bell 2026. So another thing I wanted to mention, because I've had people say, I had a lot of stuff going on in the beginning of the year. I missed a couple of the challenges. I just want you to know, it doesn't matter when you do them. If you want to go back and say, I didn't get to do January and January, but I can do it now in June, do it. I want you to, the whole point is to get you out there working your business, right? Talking about your business, sharing. So it's okay if you go back and look at one that you didn't do and you do it in June, if that's going to help you get your 4 out of 6. I'm happy for you to do that, okay? And make sure you're letting your upline know, or if you don't have an upline, if Bob's your upline, I'm your upline, let me know sooner than later. I think I put like July 6th as the deadline, but the sooner the better, so I can start getting that recognition list together if you have earned those challenges, okay? All right. Now I had this little, I've talked about this AI thing is giving me gray hair, I tell you. But I've talked about it probably in the last 4 live events at least that I've had. We send an email out, still seeing people over and over again doing it. And so I had to come out with a written policy on this. So I did email this. I'm talking about it here. I'm not going through the whole policy. And I did post it. But here, the intent of it, obviously, the purpose. Mia Bellas recognizes that artificial intelligence and other design tools can be valuable resources for creating marketing materials. This policy is intended to protect the integrity of Mia Bella's brand, ensure accurate product representation, and prevent the publication of false, misleading, or unauthorized product claims. That's the whole purpose of this policy. But the policy, you can go and read it, very detailed about what you can and cannot do. Really, you're going to find anytime you try and use one of our candle images in AI, it's going to distort it. Even though you may not see it, it's distorting it. It's making it smaller, making it bigger, changing the label, changing the name, changing our logo. You look really closely, the color of the wax, it's probably changed something. So I highly recommend you not putting our candle images in AI. Ask for the beautiful background, go in another like Canva and put the product in there. Canva will not change the product because you're providing the image, okay? All right, so that's out there. So hopefully people get the importance of looking before you post. And if you're borrowing other people's things, I've had to call people out and they're like, well, that's not even mine. I took it from so-and-so. Well, you're still using it. So don't use other people's things that aren't correct, okay? Because it's the same thing, whether you created it or not, you're sharing it and you're promoting it. Okay. All right, moving on. So we did get together yesterday just to put a high level agenda for you guys for Fling. So you guys have a little better idea of the timing of things. We still don't have everything together, but I wanted to go through this with all of you. So obviously, if you can believe it, we are a month out. A month out, yes, we are, from having our Fling event. So that first Friday night, I wanted to mention that the office is going to be closed on Friday, July 17th, because Lisa will be helping Kathy with registration, and hopefully Mia will make an appearance. It depends on her work schedule. But they will be having registration in the hotel lobby. We just haven't determined that exact time yet. And a little heads up of fun is Jody put together some Flingo cards that Kathy and Lisa will be handing out at registration too, because you're going to want those right away because you're going to need them for the tour. Okay, that's a little hint for you guys. So be on the lookout for those. And then we have a Sapphire and Above leadership dinner that's going on. Right now, Bob is working on getting a little van to pick us all up because there's so many things going on during our event that we're probably going to go to a restaurant a little bit outside of town. So we're going to get transportation for that. So right now we're looking at a 6 p.m. pickup time in the lobby for those of you that will be attending that dinner. And I'll be sending out an invitation to that as well once I get the final details. But if you're a Sapphire and Above and you're registered, you're invited. So you guys know that. All right. All right. So moving on to the next day. So Saturday, that's that home office tour. And we also will have a van for that. So those of you who are driving, because we know a lot of you will have cars, you can actually start your tour at 7 a.m. and it will go till 10:30. Those of you who don't have transportation and you registered saying, hey, I need a ride, Bob will have a van that will be picking people up at 8:30 at the hotel and arriving at approximately 9 a.m. And again, the tour goes through 10:30. And we'll also, for those of you who couldn't register on Friday, didn't get here on Friday, we'll have registration over at the home office from 9 to 10:30. And then they'll bring everything back to the hotel after that. So they'll catch anybody who didn't happen to make it or run a little bit late. Don't worry, we'll get you your registration information, okay? All right, and then lunch is from noon to 12:45 back at the hotel. Then we have general session starting around 1 o'clock, should go till around 5. We try and end early, but I always put 5 out there because we just never know. Still feeling things out for the agenda as far as presenters and things. And then that evening dinner is on your own. So that's a great opportunity for you to explore Scranton, the local restaurants, take advantage of that fan zone activities that are happening as well. And then Sunday, we have our morning session. We'll be starting at 9 o'clock. And then we have a lunch break from about 12 to 12:45. And then our afternoon session is from about 1 to 4:30. And we have our red, white, and blue night. So we'll be doing our group photo at around 5:30. We're still trying to figure out that location. And then it's from 6 to 7. We'll be have appetizers and cocktails right at all of this is at the hotel. And then from 7 to 10, we have dinner, dancing, karaoke, and a photo booth. So that'll be lots of fun. So there it is in a nutshell, guys, your high level schedule of what will be happening at that great event. And right now, so through the 15th, which was our deadline, we have 94 registered and 23 first-time attendees. So that is the highest number of first-time attendees that we've had, at least since I've been with Mia Bellas, and that's been 6 years. So that's very impressive, and I'm very excited to meet all of you guys. And here's a list. Again, I'm not going to read them all, but I will post them all. And for you leaders who are like, I really want to make sure like you get a little gift for your team or whatever, and you'd like to have a nice list that just has them by you, just shoot me an email and I'm happy to send that to you in a spreadsheet so you have it, so it's easy for you to sort and look at too. So just let me know. But here's all the list of everyone attending. So exciting. And even for the guest, I did add who they're coming with. I had taken that out, but because it says upline. But so just know upline means either the person you're coming with or your actual upline. So here you go. And again, I will post this all out there so you guys have it, so you can see everybody that is joining us. I always know we're at the end because there's Jody and Elberg with that Z. Told her I'm going to reverse this list sometime. But there's everybody. But guess what? Bob was able to get with the resort because what happens a lot is we have to get our numbers. It's mainly about the food and the catering. They said as long as we have the numbers to him by July 1st, they're okay with that. So we are extending the registration through the end of this month. So if you really want, you were kind of unsure. I know I've talked to a couple of you that are like, oh, I don't know until the end of the month. You have until the end of the month to register, okay? It gives you a little bit more time. Hopefully that'll get us a few other people that maybe were on the fence, especially people who can drive. And nothing's changed. I'm not going to go through how you register this time. I'm just going to go through the cost. So it's that $250. Again, if you're a first-time attendee, all of those first-time attendees are going to be getting 50 Bella bucks, right? And if you attended last year's fling and you're attending this year's, you're going to get 50 Bella bucks, right? As long as you show up because you registered, right? And so again, just going through all the things that you get, your free swag bag, the free drawings, huge deals, which unbelievable deals. And of course that great tour and so many other things at this event. And then there's a hotel, and I'm not sure if they have rooms. I know somebody had tried to get it and I don't think they could get through. Try them. You might have to call them directly And if they say they're full, let Bob know and we can see. But with that event, I have a feeling that the rooms probably are sold out, but you can check with them. And again, there's that event that's happening while we're there, right? World Cup Fan Zone. So that'll be a lot of fun too. And then I also announced when our next incentive trip is, not where, but the dates. So April 19th through the 23rd, 2027. And what's another bonus of coming to Fling? You get 1,000 points for Fling attendees. So that's really exciting. And let me explain that a little bit. So we're doing a little bit different this time. So if you attend Fling, okay, you get 1,000 points. Now, maybe you're someone that you know you're going to earn this and you're not going to need that 1,000 points. So, but you want to motivate someone on your team, someone in your front line who you personally sponsored who's never earned a trip. That's how that's defined, right? This is who you can gift these points to. And they don't have to be at Fling. They don't have to be at Fling. This is at your discretion, as long as they're personally sponsored and they never earned a trip. You can gift them that 1,000 points. So that's the first time we've done that. So that's pretty exciting tool for you guys. And then those of you who have been sponsoring this whole time, January through May, you're getting bonus points. So let's take a look at this. So this is how you earn it. You get 15,000. If you earn 15,000, you get the hotel stay for one, 20,000 for two. And then $100 in trip cash for every additional 1,500 points above that 20,000. So you earn it with personal sales and sponsoring. That's simple. You sell, you sponsor, you're going to get points. But those of you who did it, right, January through May, you're going to get 500 points. We're giving you those points and you didn't even know it, right? You didn't even know you were working towards the trip yet. But here's the thing though. They have to be active every month since they joined. So they have to be active from the month they joined through January when I run that report, right? So that whole time they have to be active to count for that 500 points. But you can also see there's some qualifications where you have to have for the trip cash, and there's an additional night stay for the top earner, right? But there's a little caveat here. You have to have 7 qualified new sponsors. Those 7 sponsors have to be new. They can't be from that January to May. They're new. They have to be from June through December to count towards this. And again, they have to be active every month to qualify. Okay. So let's take a look. These are all the people that when I ran the report, this is who they had active now. Okay. So this isn't saying you're going to get these points because they have to be active, but if they remained active through the trip and you attend Fling, these are the points that you could be seeing. Look at Allison already, 4,500 points before she even could start even earning the trip. So that's amazing. So look at all the points that you have potential of earning. And you don't have to attend Fling to get those bonus points for those January through May. So keep that in mind, because someone had asked me that too. Like, do we have to attend Fling to get those 500 points for the ones from January through May? No, you don't. You get those because you did that work January through May. But to get that 1,000 points, yes, you have to attend Fling. So I'm just showing you the potential of what you have already in your pocket towards this trip before we even started earning it officially. So here's all those names. How fun is that to see all these names on here with points already potentially? So for sure, those 500, as long as you keep those people active, right? And then that 1,000 if you attend Fling. So here's all of those people. So great, great, great. So there it is again, just another overview of how you earn it. And what I did want to cover really quickly, because I know can be some confusion about what the personal volume is, right? The personal sales. And I want to remind you too, anytime you use Bella Bucks to make a purchase, those don't count, right? It's only what you're actually paying for. But there's a report out there for personal volume that I want to make sure you're using when it comes to tracking this trip. So personal volume is the number that counts towards their title qualifications and earning your incentive trip. The wholesale price is simply the amount you pay for product as a distributor. Now, some products have PV equal to the wholesale price. Others may have a slightly lower PV. For example, and this is a big deal, our 16-ounce candle has a wholesale price of $12.95, but you get PV at $12.50. That's why it's important that you use your PV report. So to keep track, be sure you're using your personal volume report that's located in your back office. And I'm going to show you this really quick, what that looks like. So here's in your back office. You're going to go under Report Manager, personal volume report there on the right, and then you can set the date range. So I'm assuming I'm looking at this today, right? So I'm going to go from June, because that's the official start of the trip, through today, and it would show me all of that. So every month you can go from June, say we're getting into August, you can go June through August, and it'll pull your total sales for that time frame for PV. So you know that you have the exact number that you need for that trip. All right, so make sure that you're using that so you have accurate numbers. All right, great. All right, so moving on to some products. We still have the sale going on. A few more things have sold out. You can see more red showing up on this list. Next time I'll probably remove the ones that are completely sold out, but some have melts and things like that. But so this is going on for you. Again, you guys save that $3, whether it's the melts or the candles, and your customers save $6 through your website. So keep promoting this, because they'll be there too. I mean, things are, you can sell, slowly selling out. But if there's still something on there you love, make sure you take advantage of that. And then limited editions, we still have our Live Love Camp in our toasted marshmallow fragrance, and in our Bugs No More. With it being camping month, what a great opportunity for you to share these fun labels with your customers. And we also have our Rainbow Sherbet is still available. That was in our Hope candle last year, for those of you who remember that and had tried that one. That's a really yummy fragrance. Oh, and this popular one. You guys are loving this one. So our cherry pie and our 250th anniversary has sold out twice already. So you, because you guys are on this call, Mike was, I think he's still figuring out, but he's going to put the inventory that is left. He'll have that in there when I get done with this call. I'm going to put them online, and I'm going to give you guys an hour to purchase what's left, because it's a limited quantity, but you guys will have the opportunity who are on this call to place your orders. And I will wait an hour before I post it to the remainder of the field. That's the advantage of being on this call live. All right. So as soon as we get done here, even before I start taking questions at the end, I'm going to quickly put it online, and you guys will have an hour to order. Or maybe I'll wait. I'll get your guys' opinion when we get done here, because I don't want to take away your advantage by putting it on before we're done talking. Okay. All right. Our July fragrance of the month. So I'm going to start off with reading the description. I know I've given you a couple little hints. We'll see if you guys have picked up on them. So fresh, cool, and rejuvenating, this uplifting fragrance brings a sense of calm and renewal, like a quiet morning spent surrounded by nature's simple beauty. This has top notes of fresh mint, morning dewdrops, middle notes of summer cucumber and violet leaf, and bottom notes of soft musk and honeydew essence. I wonder if you guys have any guesses on this one. I have a feeling you do. Let's take a look. Cucumber mint. So this is our newest addition to our Mia's Market line. So look how cute that is. So our July fragrance of the month is cucumber mint. So I love this one. This is really refreshing. It's a little softer fragrance, but really that's the intent of this fragrance, right? I don't think I've ever had a cucumber one that's overpowering. This is a nice subtle fragrance. Excuse me, I've been talking too much. So I will put these out here for you guys, all these beautiful images for you guys to use. And guess what? Not only do you get to order our 250th anniversary candle, you also get to order your July fragrance of the month today. So you can get that in our 16-ounce end melts through your back office, and you can put them all on one order. So that's exciting. And then obviously July 1st, it will be available through your personal websites for your customers. So you're going to love this fragrance, guys. I've had a lot of requests for this. I think Miss Callie, I think you were one of them that's been, are we going to get this? This is a great category for this. So hopefully you're excited by this as well. It's really, really a beautiful fragrance and a great addition to this line. And I forgot this on the calendar. How I could forget this, I don't know. But thank you to all the dads who are there when you need them most, which are so many men in my life. I know, my dad's passed, but I know I think of him every day, especially obviously on Father's Day. So I hope that you all of you dads out there have an amazing, amazing day and father figures, whatever that is to you. But I forgot to put that on the calendar. I don't know how I forgot that, but I know this is a big celebration weekend for a lot of people. So enjoy your family. And have a fantastic weekend. And thank you so much for joining me live today. I know you guys are busy, but it sure does help when I have a lot of people on here where you're hearing it firsthand. because it's important for everybody to keep up to date on what's happening. So I appreciate you all and thank you and have a fantastic weekend. Thanks, everybody.